What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope everyone's doing well on this fine Monday evening. For those who don't know me, I go by Money Mazin. I make daily crypto market updates, daily crypto content. I am a crypto enthusiast, bringing you guys my thoughts, perspectives, and insights on the space. As well, I have took off pretty much on trading this year. We're going to implement way more trading videos, maybe some tips and tricks, more Forex content as well. This will be a more broad, diversified channel, but all the same content that brought you here in the first place will remain the same. We're just adding more content, okay? So thinking about doing some live streams on, like trading live streams, just for full transparency so people could see the wins and the losses and, the trials and tribulations and things of that nature. So hope you guys enjoy. Before we go ahead and get into the QNT content today, Twitter is on the screen. As the returning viewers know, Linktree is in the bio. That will also be in the YouTube description and about section below. Look something like this. You could join the Crypto Tribe Discord. We also have traders in here that trade Forex. You know what I'm saying? We talk about all things, financial markets and things of that nature. So very beneficial to be in a free, elaborative group of traders and investors and enthusiasts, okay? Just like you and I. Also, Twitter is probably the best way to keep up with me since I don't post videos as much as I often should. As you can see today, just want to go over a quick trade before we head into the QNT content. So originally, just going to go over this just to give a prime example to all the new candidates here. Euro JPY on the 5-minute time frame, I noticed a down from the top. I shorted this thing all the way down, and then I pulled along all the way up. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the best trade of today. Trading full time now. Praise be to the Most High. So I identified either possible double bottom or a shoulder, which would make the upside down head and shoulders. Seeing that, wick down, entry here on the second shoulder, excuse me. See what was the next picture here. So next thing you know, we're on the way up. Notice this, trader's intuition, 99% waiting, 1% action. That's really what trading is. And my main problem was risk management, psychology, entering or, exiting a trade too early or late. It's all about timing. So we'll get into more videos that as well. But then we ended up breaking out. I went up here and took profit near these highs right here. I think I got a little prematurely, but just full transparency. We're going to be implementing more trading content. So if you guys like to see that, please let me know, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into everything. Usually on these QNT updates, I start out broad, like on the daily, weekly time frame, 4-hour, and then I go in to the shorter time frame. But today we're going to do it completely opposite because we pretty much reached a new bottom. Okay, so that new bottom, originally, almost went in short, but this is a bad problem here. Okay, because a lot of the times we'll see people like, you'll see a break of structure and be like, oh, that's confirmation, and that used to just tear me up back in the day. Okay, so you just have to wait. Everything is critical in this. All right, so we came down a little bit of a bearish flag somewhat here, and then once we had this, all right, let me keep everything going down. We had down, flag down. This is potential bottom here. Now once we had the potential bottom, we quickly had a reversal, reversal post bear flag. And then once we had came up here, as you can see, went in for a top. We then got rejected at this downtrend here that I had drew from the top of 92.9 October 1st, the beginning of the month, okay? So that started our downtrend as far as our resistance. Got rejected there at a double consolidation, horizontal and diagonal. Came back down, made a higher low, just giving us that confirmation of a continue phase of where we are already headed. We have somewhat of a double bottom here within this continuation of a double bottom. That also looks very promising. Now we had came up and we had some spikes here. This is a very, very odd candle. I'm not sure what this has going on here, but I really don't like wicks like this at all. But we do have somewhat of a continuation here. So this is what I'm looking at. If we hold here, this is what I'm looking at for a bullish case scenario. We hold this at an 87.3, 87.5. We consolidate here, create a very nice foundation floor before heading back up. That would be the bullish case scenario. As far as the bearish, we'd have to break this or, somewhat fall below these lines somewhere, pretty much at the top of this big hole opening here is what I like to look for. These aren't perfect, just giving you an idea for the content. So bullish case scenario, watch for the 87.3, 87.5. All right, now things can come down and wick, basically scare us. This is where most retail traders, get screwed. A lot of the times, we think as humans, and majority of the time we can't think like that, even though we are human. We have to, it's kind of like chess. You have to know what's going to come from the next 10 moves from taking your one move, if that makes sense. So you can't just do things and be like, okay, this is the possibility. No, you need to know that, like, once you make a move, you need to know the next 10 moves that come from it. Even if you're a holder and you're watching this simply for, the updates as a holder and things of that nature, this is still good things to know, because you can plan your entries better. You can go from being that guy who just buys that, set amount weekly or monthly, to going and, trying to calculate and time your buys. Now, a lot of the times, I preach this all the time for my returning viewers and subscribers. We cannot time the market. We cannot, predict accurately. As traders, we really don't predict anything. We just adapt and adjust. So, we're taking it one candle at a time, one move at a time. And, like, let's say you're trading the 5 to 15 minute candle. A lot of times we'll go in on that 1 to 3 minute, and that movement will look like it's a nosedive when really it's just a wick retest, or you're sweeping some liquidity or things of that nature. So a lot of the times we jump our own gun, and we are the reason why we get screwed so much. So this right here, don't look at the noise above or below it. Give it some time, create a foundation, and keep your eyes, holders and traders, on the 87.3, 87.5, around the 85 to the 88 level. Okay, that's pretty much where we want to go, a big zone of a channel. Okay, so as you can see, we have two top wicks matching here. Okay, so we have that wick at 88.2 matching here. So double wick here. As long as we don't go down, we have wicks matching on this level as well. Okay, so the 86.8 to the 88.2. That means everything in the middle of the zone is all noise. So, for a confirmation, sometimes it's not, as simple as it may be. And we need to see a breakout above or below that somewhat of a zone, because we could just come back down here. We could have some price manipulation. We could have some buyers moving in the market. We could have some sellers. Anything could, happen potentially. Now, once we zoom out, that is my 100% bullish case scenario, is to hold this line. If we don't hold that line, we fall back into the bottom consolidation zone, which then gives me more fear, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If I'm speaking from a regular individual perspective, we can come back right below this and quickly take off as within another fake out. And that's what things you have to stay vigilant against, because originally we came back down at somewhat of a little flag diagonal decrease, and then we came down and bottomed here. Now, there's something I want you to notice. We came down for our first bottom. Now, don't mind this one right here, because that is our new bottom. Originally, when we came back down and dipped, we instantly came back up. Let's make this easier to see. We'll do yellow. Came up. Okay, so that was the first thing. We started in from an increase. That started our downtrend upon rejection. Once we got into our old consolidation zone, we left this old consolidation zone with a downtrend following a continuation down. Tried to consolidate, went into downtrend, and then broke that and went down again. So that was a continuation. When we started this triangle downtrend, we pumped into that. So that is an increase. So we start that way. We're going to finish that way, okay? Unless something changes the market. But as you guys know, Bitcoin is doing well. We hit 30K today. High top wick, things of that nature. And that is perfectly healthy. So we did over 5% on the daily. Let's see where we're at currently. 2.7%, 4.3 on the daily. As you guys can see, that is just currently. That is not, the 29,188. Where are we currently at? 28,355. So you can just imagine how much we pumped. That is a very good day for Bitcoin. As well, we have the green upon the day on the top 100, and we have green on the weekly looking well. Okay, as far as the hour, we're looking red. Monthly still on the red, so we are still in the trenches here. So we had that continuation up, and we're coming down. So this is what I'm expecting. A continuation to a higher level. Now, if we pumped up above this consolidation zone, I expect a continuation towards the 94.2, really that 95. That 94.95 is going to let us know, more than likely, even if we do end up breaking it. Before we're going to break it, I don't believe in moonshots. I am a very realistic individual, being in crypto and in charts for, 4 or 5 years. I don't like trusting the first thing I see. I like to wait and give it some time, let it warm up, and that lets me know where we can head next, okay? Because at the end of the day, all these people that are, wealthy traders, wealthy investors, no one predicts anything. We adapt, we adjust, we inform ourselves, we educate ourselves. We are very vigilant, okay? And you have to be prepared for anything to happen. Now, there's people in the market, they don't care if it goes to zero or it goes to the top, and that's what you're doing when you step in this game here. So, for a continuation off the triangle, I suspect a rejection here off the 94.95 once we do start pumping. We can end up rejecting somewhat about the 94.95, come down for a retest, play around in this consolidation zone, fill this little area before bringing us back out of here. Now, if we do somewhat have a moonshot, maybe we have some money coming to the system, maybe manipulation stops, things of that nature. Now, all this below is all noise below the 95.5. So we've pretty much fell into no man's land when it comes to in accordance of our $100 stable coin that we've been hearing for a very long time. All right. Now, before we get into this, I want to show you guys something else. Now, this is more on a broader range. We're still going to look at the 4-hour, starting from January of 2023. 4-hour. You know what? We'll just put the daily since it's such a long time. Okay. Look at this. All right. So find us a little parallel channel. We'll find the top of the end of the consolidation down to the support. All right, we're not going to count that wick because that's just straight BS. All right. So once we came down bottom, came into the top, found our bottom. So this right here, remember my old updates before, this was just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. There were so many people there was people who don't even know how to leverage trade, and they were trading this literally on spot, just buying and selling, just taking 5-10% gains, rinse and repeating, $500, couple thousand, and just, you know what I'm saying, eating off it. And at the end of the day, when you see a range like this, it's relatively easy to just, you know, do that even as a beginner. And that's where so many buyers and sellers were just neck to neck until you go on Coinbase in our prime at the end of this consolidation, and you've seen buyers 99 percent buyer ratio upon, the buyer to the seller ratio is like less than 1% sell, 0.9 or something like that. That is insane for an asset. There's not many assets besides QNT that gets that type of support from the community. Like the QNT community, the investors, it's something that I really haven't seen before getting into QNT. I mean, you have certain things like this before, like back in the day with Litecoin last run, like 2019, 2020. But as far as now, QNT is by far one of the most impressive altcoins, known in the space to me, especially in the top 100, just everything it's going through. And trading this channel right now, I was rambling. It's just, man, you guys know how the QNT goes, man. It's amazing. Coming from here, even when we're dipping, we love it. You know what I'm saying? So if you hate this, if you like this thing right now, you're gonna love it when we get back rolling. All right. So we know what this thing does. 5x in the bloodiest bear market ever. June 2022, Bitcoin crash, did a 5x in what, like 4 or 5 months? What, from June to October? I think it was a 5x. It was insane. So coming in from the top of the key, bro, January, coming down, we started this consolidation. So we have down, consolidation, and then what happened post there? Down. So the next thing that I'm thinking, man, is, relief, somewhat, break up. We're going to go in here. Let's find a path. Let's find a path. All right. So maybe we come in, get up here, retest that 90, 88, 87.5 somewhere, get back up, break out, and then retest that 95 as a support, and maybe just, keep getting out of here, man. That's kind of like what I'm looking for. I mean, Bitcoin's doing very well. I mean, a lot of people thought we were going to go in, all the $40, $20, QNT people, they had a possibility of being right if Bitcoin just wanted to, just completely nosedive. But that's not what's happening here. We are looking at a very good foundation upon Bitcoin. I think we're on breakout. I am a big bull right now when it comes to Bitcoin. That is, my personal bias. I'm not telling you guys that as financial advice. It's going to go big. This is just pretend you're not even watching me on YouTube, real life, having a conversation. I'm just bullish. That's just me. I looked at market cycles over the past 4 years. We're going into 2024. And let me tell you guys this. I've said it on the last video. All right. I'm not saying that this pump is going to happen 100% right now. I know it looks short term, but I mean, going into January, I mean, even if we get up above that $100 level and start that as a foundation, that means Q4 would have been by far the best accumulation opportunity that we could have had. Anything below this $100 stablecoin is amazing. It's a blessing. It's literally like stealing candy from a baby. I'm talking right now, this is an asset where you can go work at McDonald's, invest 60-70% of your check a week, and run it up. I'm telling you, this thing, once it goes after this relief, we're looking at, what is it right now? We'll say from 85. I mean, you're looking at a minimum 3x here. I mean, just going back to the 200 plus, 8, 16, 24 goes to the 240 mark, you're looking at a 3x. That's, not including if you've been holding since the $40 days, or have some low buy-ins like myself from, the 60s and the 70s. Did not catch the bottom there. But at the end of the day, we're just going to keep pushing. Like I said, Bitcoin is holding up very well. That's my personal bias. One last thing that I said from last video. Since Bitcoin has come out, I believe it's 2012, maybe 2013, could be wrong, something of that nature. If you look at the yearly candles, where the entire candle, you know, it could be up 5%, negative 30, plus 20, whatever it may be, the entire yearly candle. All right, every time Bitcoin has a yearly candle that's red, it's followed by 3 green consistent candles. Okay, so that means if it was red in 2012, it was green for the next 3 years. Every time you get a red year, we're followed by 3 green years when it comes to Bitcoin. That has never broken. You can go check that out right now. I personally think, you know, considering 2022 is a very big red year, you know, we had the FTX situation, we have a bunch of rug pulls, the Luna, everything. Okay, I mean, what do we have? 35 to what, 50, maybe 60 exchanges, and you know what I'm saying? Everyone going bankrupt and insolvent. I mean, what do we have? We set a record, I think, with crypto. I think it was like 35 single companies, like in a month. I think it was insane. So I mean, if you survived 2022, you've been here since 2021, 2022, I mean, dude, you were winning. You are winning. So, I mean, there's a saying, if you're going through hell, why stop now? I mean, there's no point to sit here, sell at a loss, run away. I mean, at this point, if you already got a huge bag in, you might as well just keep buying the bottom at this point. I mean, it's more beneficial to buy in the negative than to sit there and then wait till next year to get back break even. You might as well just keep dollar cost averaging. This is why you always need money to the side. This is why you always need your gunpowder left over. Never, ever just, you know, get rid of all your USDT, USDC, bank account money, just dollar cost averaging. If you only have a band, bro, I mean, it's 200. You know what I'm saying? Wait for the next critical move, you know, 200. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going, man. So it's all, you know, if you hit playing with 10 grand or 100 grand or $100, same percentages apply. It's like going to the gym. Most people, hey, I can't work out with you. I'm not strong enough. Hey, we're doing 10 sets of 10. You're going based off your own strength. Everyone does the same workout no matter how strong you are. When it comes to buying and investing, we all have our own strategies. Does not matter, okay? So we're going to take a look here. This is my, you know, perspective on the QNT price. I think we're looking good. I think we're looking good. It could go, you know, a hell of a lot lower. We did have QNT Bitcoin pair suffer a little bit with the recent pump towards 30K after its minor consolidation. So as long as we hold this white box, I am safe. As far as safe, I'm comfortable. I'll tell you that. Safe in the mind, so I don't go crazy. That's why I don't be looking at these screens every day. I just focus on trading. As a holder, another thing before I let you guys go. If looking at your screen every day is, you know, messing with your head, causing you fear, you're not sure what to do, you want to sell, buy, we know whatever, you know, you're just stuck in the middle. One, your emotions are way too far gone. You just need to take a deep breath and step back, all right? Number two, the best thing to do, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know why some people do this, but they're like, hey, I can't keep cash on me because I'll spend it. Well, and that's why they walk around with a debit credit card that has, you know, all their money ever on it. But if you're that type of person, maybe don't look at the screen so much. I mean, just take a peek, but don't be, you know, like I told you, in a trader perspective, if you're trading like 15-minute candles, hourly candles, don't go in on these 1 to 5 minute candles and let it, you know, jinx you out of it. All right, you already know what it is. You already have conviction in yourself. You've done your research. That's why you've put so much money into a potential project, cryptocurrency. There's no point now to let FUD or external opinions or social media or news headlines that are making money off your fear, you know, make you lose money or sell at a loss. Don't do that. All right, continue to have conviction in yourself, believe in yourself, and everything will be fine, man. I'm going to go ahead and show you one Bitcoin chart, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So, see if we can get this rolling. All right, so originally we came down from the 30K when we broke this falling wedge. You know, originally you pump into a wedge, you know, wedge down, and then you continue up, but that didn't happen this time. Under the key level here of $30,000, rejected off there, broke the pennant and broke the uptrend here at about 28.8, where that was our neckline. If we check out the yearly, you guys know that. Came down, consolidation. We went into the pump, made a high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high. Then we broke above the critical support level of 26.8. We then had a support box from the levels of 27,000 to 27.34. We reached a key support resistance at 28.5, 28.6, started a downtrend with our second candle. We came down, fell below that box. I'm not sure what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we had to trigger some people's, you know, stop loss and, you know, wreck them a little bit, and then we got back to it instantly. Once we recovered this level of 26.8, it looked a little bit more important than this box, you know, with the wicks, simply because we came down here, recovered, stayed above the median of the channel. All right, this is above this right here, this line. That comes with the channel. I didn't put this here. That's halfway through the parallel channel. Stayed above that parallel channel. That means we came up from the bottom. We are all over the second half. That is bullish, ladies and gentlemen. That is bullish. Coming up, topped out. All this is noise right here, okay? All that wick, it's just noise. This is just for traders, profit-taking opportunity. This is nothing here. The candle is still below this key. What I am looking and hoping for is just to make a new foundation. So if we could get above 28,000 and just crawl, just bear walk, don't do anything exciting, that will create us a foundation and increase my bullishness even more for the medium and the long term, you know, potentially even the short term, even though nothing is going on. But like, you need this type of stuff to happen. Like, at first it was just range. Now we're looking at these highs and these lows and these consolidation. We're looking at the breakouts, and everything's looking well. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Please forgive me for talking fast. This is just how I get the content out. If I don't, I will forget everything. Just try to give you the information as fast as possible. Personally, I talk very fast on these videos because when I look at a video, I know it sounds messed up, but I don't take it personal. A lot of the times, you know, when I look at a video, I'm not looking at the video because I love this person or I love hearing their voice. I am literally following people on Twitter and subscribing to people on YouTube because of the information they give me and the education they grow. All right. So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get my information. I feel like if there's a lot of me's out there, you don't really care who's telling it to you as long as you get the information. As long as you get the perspective and the opinion, that's all that matters. So, had a couple people tell me slow down a little bit. That probably helped the channel out. But hey, let me know your comments down below, man. I hope you guys are sticking through it. Have a great rest of your week. Make sure in this bear market you are not just watching a screen. Start a business. Get a side hustle. Start, you know, flipping stuff on, you know, eBay or Macari or whatever it may be. You know, learn trading. Learn TA. Learn things and grow in this space while you are sitting here in the red, just dollar cost averaging. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Stay safe. I appreciate the support genuinely. Please thank me in the simplicity of a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will see you guys later.